Okay. Um, Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me just make sure everyone is here, that is going to be here. Okay. And we are just going to start full on ahead with this. All right. So this is going to be a really simple, quick, easy, fun little class, okay? My goal is to make these just dive in, show you a few tips, and be done. I don't want all the fluff. I don't want all the talking and chatting. We're just gonna dive in and I'm gonna show you Canva, okay? Canva is by far one of my most favorite programs that I use probably every day. My sister and I, we do hundreds and hundreds of emails, and I was telling her, I said, I think every email we've ever done is in Canva. So yeah, so we are going to, I'm kind of going to put my video down really small, and there we go. And I'm going to start showing you a few tricks and hacks that you will love, I promise. I told someone today on Instagram, I don't love doing live webinars anymore. I really hope to pre-record videos from now on and put them up, because doing things live is just, you guys, anything could go wrong. Like my kids could start screaming, you know, my laptop could die. It could just be a disaster. I don't even know if you guys can hear me. So we're just gonna go with it. Okay, first of all, how cool is this? This whole webinar is going to be done using Canva presentation slides. Like I had no idea, but they're gorgeous. So here we go. Quick introduction, I'm Emily, co-founder of a email marketing and digital marketing agency called Westfield Creative. We do mostly email marketing for clients. Clients who need a weekly email sent out or monthly email or 12 monthly emails. So we spend a lot of time creating graphics for emails, and it's so fun, you guys. It's so creative. We're always testing, you know, different looks and different templates and graphics. Here's the thing though, we're not graphic designers. We are not graphic designers, but we now use Canva, and my sister's a Photoshop whiz, so we do our best. But I will put that out there, I'm not a graphic designer, so thank God for programs like this. I love teaching you guys things. I love making things simpler than they need to be. One of my goals is teaching someone something and they say, oh my God, that's so easy, and I didn't know that. So that is my goal. And then all the slides in this quick class today are going to be done in Canva. Here's what's so cool. I'm going to show you this. They have a new presentations feature that I pulled up. I'm going to move this bar for our chat down here. You can search in Canva for presentations. This is so cool. Let's just pull this up. Presentations. So you can search anything right here, and then I do the 4x3 for PowerPoint, and watch what they have. I didn't even realize the extent of the presentation templates they had. So all of these are presentation templates, but wait, when you open one of them, these are so cool. Just wait. They have an entire presentation. They have an entire thing. So, you know, I scrolled way down and I look at this social media strategy template. How gorgeous is that? Like this, I mean, amazing. You can switch out the colors to your brand colors and done. You have an amazing, gorgeous, I mean, these would cost so much money if you had a designer do that. And my graphic designer client will kill me for saying that, but it's the truth. Okay, so yeah, so just so you know, presentation templates are super cool. So all slides are done in Canva. I also wanted to make sure you guys knew about a few other things I noticed while I was picking out these 5 tips. And I'm gonna make sure you guys can hear me right now. Let's see here. If you can't, just send me like a chat message, and I hope everyone can hear me. It doesn't tell me if you can hear me or not. So other cool things that Canva is doing now are these story highlights. Check this out, but wait, I know you know they can do story highlights, but look at this. So when I say highlight, you know on Instagram, the little highlights at the top of your profile, they have them done for you. They're done. And you can switch out the colors. So you can switch out the colors to anything you want, and you can just be done with them. Like how awesome How awesome is that? So look at all these different story, like this one. You can even switch out these icons. So if you're looking for highlight covers, Canva has highlight covers. And then the other thing I noticed the other day that Canva now has are, they're doing more and more printable items. So you can do birthday cards. They have a birthday card option. And a little slow when I'm on the call. So the birthday card option is really cool because you can make a really nice birthday card or an invite even, and Canva will now, look, print invitation. So you can get quality premium invites, you know, mailed right to you. 50 copies for 27 bucks. 50 cents a copy. How cool is that? So birthday cards, story highlights, Canva has it. So much, and they're not even paying me to say this. I just think it's the most wonderful program. So now I'm going to just kind of dig in to, here we go, to my 5. I'm giving you 5 little tricks today. I'm hoping that most of you all know Canva a little bit, that you know you can make a cool graphic in there, but there's just so much more that you're probably not doing. This program is very robust and very, very powerful, and there's just a lot you can do. So let me just show you. Number 1 is animating any graphic. This is something I started using a lot for email. So we'll take just a simple graphic and we will just animate it. So I'm gonna pick, I have a folder down here for this class. I'm gonna pick this graphic. This is one that Canva designed. Okay, this is just a simple Canva design. And all you're gonna do, okay, over in the top right, you're gonna click this drop down and you get tons of options here, you guys. Let me move my video. You get tons of options. There are so many things. You can send it to Google Drive. You can send, they now have the MailChimp integration here, which is so helpful. It sends your graphic right to your MailChimp account. So you can put it right in your email. You can put it on Facebook page, Twitter, you know, whatever. But they have this animation option. So we're gonna click that, and then you can kind of look at the different options, which is really fun. So you can do slide, fade, you know, simple, rise, and then you can either save it as a GIF, so you can make your own GIF here out of a graphic or a movie. So I like to save as a GIF, and I will throw it in an email. So you can take any image, any image within your Canva, and here I'm just going to show you. So like I could take this one, and I could animate that as well, animation, and throw it in, you know, throw it in your website, throw it in anywhere, throw it on Facebook. A little animation goes a long way. So again, just the drop-down menu, there's a lot of stuff here. I encourage you guys, and this is how I learn things, is just looking around. Like open your eyes and look and check out. Like you see this drop-down, click on it sometime and just read through them. Slack, you can send your image straight to Slack. I didn't know that. And I'm on Slack all day long. Okay, so the next tip, number 2, is we are going to, oh, and there's like an animated quote. The idea is not to live forever, but to create something that will. And then number 2 is duplicate, you guys. Okay, so this is really cool also. My sister and I do this a lot. We have, so let's just take this slide that I did for Canva. I simply press this copy page button. This is on every graphic. You press copy page, and I copied it 6 times. Copy, copy, copy. So what it does is just throw in a copy, and then you're just going to simply change one element in that graphic. So you'll change the background cover, you'll change, you know, whatever it is. And I have what's really great with the business version of Canva, which is $12.95 a month that I pay for. It's so worth it, you guys. You can have all your brand's colors here, and I have some clients' colors so that I never need to go in and like find my exact color every time. So you can change the color. And so for my slides today, I literally changed just one color, and it just made a nice little presentation. And so we often do that with emails. We have this one image block that we use for a lot of emails, And we simply, you can see my email block, we simply copy, 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 and we use this over and over and over each week. We'll change it to the opposite side here, but you can see here how we duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. So I encourage you to use the copy button, and that's great for if you're making a story for Instagram stories, make like 6 copies and just like change one little element. Super easy. All right, number 3, like we're basically like halfway done already, so just bear with me. Now I'm going to show you some very little small tricks, very little small, just forgive me, this is live. Very small tricks here. Okay, so letter spacing and line height. So I am a religious user of letter spacing, and there is a graphic design terminology for letter spacing. Gosh, I should know that. But we use this a lot, and I encourage you to always play around with the spacing of your words. So if something is not fitting, just try moving the letters closer. Instead of making it a smaller font, instead of making things smaller, just try moving it closer. And you can also play with the line height. So sometimes if something's like this, it looks really good if it's super close together like that. So I encourage you guys to play with the spacing button, letter and line height. While I'm here, I wanted to show you this cool trick as well. So, and I'm breezing through this, so feel free to grab the recording sometime and re-watch these little tricks. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna click on elements. So I often make these buttons for Facebook ads or for really anything that you would have a button on an image. And what you have to do, so I click element and I look under shapes, and we're gonna find the shape that has the empty inside border. I don't know why it's not under borders, but it's under shapes. And what we're gonna do, the border is really big. So when I wanna make a small little button, all you have to do is make it a little bit smaller, and then it keeps that border really nice and small. So a lot of times for a Facebook ad, I will put this little button here. You know, you can change this white to whatever you want, and then I will throw some text in it, like click here. So click here, and then that's when I use my spacing. I'm gonna show you this. I always do this. Spacing, letter, that looks really nice for a button to space it out some. And I will throw that in there. So just a reminder, elements, find that little square. You can do a rounded corner square too. And then you have like a really cool looking button. And one way I used this the other day, Canva class, I did a Facebook ad for Melissa. She wouldn't mind me sharing this. And I put this little button here. And that was using that square shapes tool. And it's just a very simple, nice looking Facebook ad that's not too complicated. I feel like I could show you little things like that all day long, but I'm not gonna do that. Okay, so letter spacing and line height. Number 4. Okay, this is more of a graphic design tip for you guys, just because I see this all the time. But I encourage you to use, like, step out of the box and use unexpected color schemes. So if you are doing a Valentine's Day image, don't just think, okay, I'm gonna have to look for a red and pink image. No, 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 step out of your box. Here, I'm gonna show you what happens actually when you search Valentine's. Canva does a really good job of doing that. So, I mean, think of all different colors. Think of this. This would be a great Valentine's image, and it's cream. I mean, you can change that to your brand's colors. But just a design tip, step out of your box. Valentine's does not have to be pink and red. You know, Christmas does not have to be red and green. Christmas could even have, you could even have a black graphic that you play around with and make some of the smaller elements red. But just try to think out of the box. And that goes with your brand's colors. If your brand's colors are pink and orange, you don't always have to be the exact pink and orange of your brand. You don't have to. You can play around with those. You could make one letter. You could make one letter your brand's colors. See? Oh. But just try to think outside the box a little bit when it comes to that. And their Valentine's cards are actually so stinking cute. They have one that I turned into a card for, where is it? That I turned one into a card for us. This was actually a Valentine's card, and I took it, and this really is my biggest Canva hack. Just because in Canva they say this is a Valentine's card doesn't mean it can't be something else. So I took their text and I just changed it to our company name, and you know, you can edit these to match your brand colors as well if you need. That's why having your brand colors in that pro version is super helpful. And then, you know, obviously editing this text, you can take it away or whatever you need to do. So think outside the box when you see their templates. Like when I look at Canva templates here on the left side, I'm not looking for Valentine's. I'm looking for, okay, maybe I could use this for a social graphic, and then I can, you know, and then I can change the sizing to Instagram. So maybe I love this graphic so much, but I just want to change it like this. And then they'll change it to Instagram size. Hopefully I'm not going crazy fast for you guys. But my point is, got to think outside the box a little bit. Okay, so the next tip for you guys is, oh, this is so cool. So yesterday I asked my sister does a lot of our Canva graphics for emails, and has such a good eye for graphics. And I said, you know, what are some tips that you love? And this was something she showed me that I really didn't use much, and I thought it was so cool. So I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna go back to my folder down here for Canva, and I'm gonna pull up this graphic. This is a graphic for my sister's farm, actually. And what I want you guys to do is you go to Elements over on the left, and you're gonna pick out a square, okay? And you're gonna put that square over your whole entire graphic. And then we're gonna pick a color, okay? So we're gonna pick red or blue or whatever. And then all you're gonna do is play with this transparency tool, and you can make that whatever hue. So if I want more of a red graphic, you do that. And I'm gonna send it backwards just a little bit so that the text on the top pops. I actually have done this a lot for something where I need the text to really pop. And this was an example. They had a live music event and it was canceled because of rain, and I needed to do a graphic that was saying really big, the show is canceled. And so this isn't something where the text is way too far apart from each other. But it's really cool to put that like box. Obviously you can play around with the transparency of the actual image. You can always do that. But if you want to put like a nice colorful hue on it, you know, you could even put purple or whatever your brand's colors are, and you can play around. And again, you could duplicate it, and then you could do another one with the same thing, but like a different hue. So you could do 4 or 5 images with a different hue on top. So I just thought that was something really cool. And really though, those are my little tips for you guys today. I didn't want to go too crazy, but I want to show you just one more thing about how I approach Canva when I'm doing a graphic. And we're just keeping it simple today. So when you go into Canva and you're like, all right, I need to do a quote for social media, or I need to do an image for an event coming up. This is what I normally do. I normally pick the sizing that I need first. So it may say Instagram post, but really I just want a square image. So I'm going to pick Instagram because I know that's square. Okay. And then what I do is I am simply looking for the layout, okay? I'm looking for the layout of the graphic. I'm not looking at the font. I'm not looking at the color. I'm not looking at the image in their templates. They have a million templates. They're beautiful and fun, but I want you to not look at what the image is. Like this says yard sale, but this would make an amazing, you know, show, like for the show canceled. This would make an amazing graphic for something that you need to just say a few words really, really big. like that. You can change anything. You can delete half the elements in the image. So delete that. We're going to delete that. So when you scroll down, and I like to scroll way down in Canva because I feel like a lot of the popular graphics are at the top usually. I mean, this goes on forever. So I like to scroll way down until I find kind of the layout I'm looking for. Like this one, I see, for me, when I look at this over here, go beyond your limits, I see that it's something with an image and then it has really big text at the top left. So I think that's a great simple one to kind of manipulate because, you know, it has nothing to do, you know, we don't need to worry that this is a weightlifting, you know, Nike looking graphic. This is just something with a photo with text on top. So I'll just delete that background and we can put, you know, we can put an image right in the back. So I want you to kind of think outside of that Canva template box when you are looking at their templates. Really, anything can be changed, the fonts, the sizing, anything. So that's really it. There's so much you can do with this program, and I could do a whole entire course on Canva showing you lots of little things. But it should be simple. It should be simple. You should be able to pull up an image and just kind of manipulate using this line spacing, using positioning. The position button is really important. So if this gets stuck in the back, you need to just bring it front. And obviously, you always want to download. You can download as a PDF, as your animation, as your ping image. And that is the last tip, you guys. So I'm going to just end with that. I was trying to keep it short. From now on, my goal is to do some pre-recorded webinars so I can really perfect what I'm showing you guys. I hate this live stuff. Seriously, does anyone like doing live anything? No. So anyway, thank you. I really appreciate you guys joining me and taking time. It's really hard to do things for freelancers or anyone because we're all super busy. So I really appreciate you guys taking time. I may send out like a short little survey to see your thoughts on it and what, you know, if you liked it and stuff like that. But thank you, and if you have questions about Canva, message me on Instagram, email me, emily@emilyryanworks.com, anytime you want to email me, and I'll be glad to help. We are basically living in Canva all the time. So that's it, and you guys have a great day, and I will see you soon. Bye. We're gonna stop this right now.